Welcome to this silly video. I'm Alex de Jazztel, and today I'll explain why Harumi is one of my favorite Ninjago villains. She's special because she's not just physical strength. Yes, she can fight and defend herself, but that's not the main focus. Her true ability is how she manipulates and convinces people. That's what makes her interesting to me. She manipulated the ninja team to a certain extent, but most importantly Lloyd. And the effects of that manipulation still show seasons later, for example in how he reacts when he finds out Akita is a shapeshifter aka a formling. He feels betrayed. In their first encounter Lloyd can relate to Harumi. Both were children who were alone and forgotten, looking for a purpose, someone to care for them. They also shared the pressure of having to live up to expectations, Lloyd as the hero and leader, and Harumi as the perfect jade princess of Ninjago. Harumi offered him connection, shared pain, understanding. That's why Lloyd never gave up on trying to make her good, in a way. Harumi doesn't just manipulate, she acts. She plays a different role depending on who she's trying to convince. She knows how to show people what they want. With Lloyd, she uses his emotions, his love for her, as a weapon. She doesn't just say the right words, she makes them believable. And then, after her reveal as the Quiet One, she brings Lord Garmadon back. Until that point, Lloyd had wanted to be like his father. Lloyd himself says it, if I remember correctly, in Season 7, first as a villain, when he was a kid, to make him proud. Then it's revealed he's the Green Ninja destined to fight Garmadon. Garmadon tells Lloyd he's proud of him already, even if they're enemies, it's for the greater good. Later, Garmadon is purified and tries to make up for the pain he caused. But he realizes time won't be enough and sacrifices himself to save Ninjago. Lloyd moves forward with the good memories and teachings of his father. In Season 8, he goes to fight the resurrected Garmadon with no weapons because he believes he can turn him good again. And he goes alone, because he's touched by Harumi's manipulation. And the fact that Harumi knew Lloyd would come to Cryptarium shows how much she planned this. Her manipulation isolates Lloyd from the other ninja. He feels like he can't trust them. I have no son. That sentence makes him realize this version of Garmadon is just the worst bits of who his father was, only his only side. And that absolutely shatters Lloyd. In the Season 9 finale, we can all agree saving Faith and Green Destiny is pure cinema. Lloyd says he has to believe this isn't his father. And Garmadon replies, people don't change. They only reveal who they truly are. That moment is the final crack. Lloyd finally has to accept the Garmadon he remembers is gone, and the man standing in front of him is just what's left of the darkness. Or is it? And now, Harumi's backstory and her motivations go all the way back to Season 1. In the day of the Great Devourer, Harumi admired the ninja. And then they failed to save her parents. The people she loved most. She felt betrayed. That the ninja didn't just fail her, but the entire city. And that makes the question, how many people got injured or died in the many battles Ninjago has seen? It's a flaw the ninja have, they can't save everyone. Harumi admired Garmadon. He's the one who defeated the Great Devourer, after all. That admiration grew into her desire for power and control. After losing her parents and growing up used as just a royal symbol, she was done feeling helpless. Harumi is convinced that control is the way of avowing pain. By creating the Sons of Garmadon and resurrecting Lord Garmadon, she wanted to create a chaotic world where she held the power. She used Garmadon as a pawn. But when Garmadon lost control of the Colossus, she lost control too. The world she imagined falls apart, and she runs away, because she's losing. In her diary, she even mentioned she wished she'd been adopted by Garmadon instead of the royal family. They didn't raise her with love, they isolated Harumi and forced her follow a strict life without helping her process the pain and rage she felt. Her quote-unquote redemption, in Season 9 she dies, looking at you crystallized, when a building collapsed on her, after saving a family who was in the same situation she was years ago. And no, that doesn't erase all the awful things she did. She still manipulated people, staged a coup d'état, helped Garmadon become the emperor, and killed the emperor, empress of Ninjago and Hutchins in her explosion. Her hands aren't clean. But that moment shows that Harumi isn't heartless, She did cared about Ninjago, she wanted justice and peace, but her wish was twisted by hate and revenge. She believed Garmadon was the only one strong enough to bring order, because the ninja had failed her once. And she never healed from that. This scene shows us she wasn't a heartless monster, but she made her decisions. And it was too late to change, the building is falling, and she falls with it. Thank you for listening. And also, we don't talk about crystallized.